Всем привет! Добрый пожаловать на мой канал. Если вы здесь первый раз, меня зовут Абрам. Я люблю говорить, и я сейчас изучаю русский язык. Сегодня я буду поговорить о русский алфавит. So today I just want to talk about my reaction or my view of the Russian alphabet, especially seeing it for the first time. You will be, well, you won't be surprised, especially if you're a Russian speaker. But if you are an English speaker, I can't wait to show you some interesting thing about the Russian alphabet. I am a learner of this language. I love learning Russian alphabet, but there's something interesting about it. Let's get started. So, before I start, let me start with some Russian facts. One interesting fact about the Russian language is that Russian is the official language of Russia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, and Kyrgyzstan, and it's one of the 6 official languages of the United Nations. Oh, that's interesting. And it's the number 8 most spoken language in the world. Not bad. You should also know that the Russian doesn't use the normal, I've forgotten the name, alphabet. It uses the Cyrillic alphabet. And also, of course, Russian has a way of making it interesting. They have 33 alphabets, not our normal 26 in English, right? The English language has 26 alphabets. Russian has 33. Thank you so much for making life harder, Russian people. I don't know how it's going to look like, but the thing is that I'm just going to find a way to put it here or down below me, the alphabet form and the written form. They are like 2 forms. So in English, you just have the alphabet, and that's the way it's written. It's different in Russian. You have the alphabet form and you have the written form, which might differ from the alphabet form. God help us. Yeah, God help us. So we have A. That's the first alphabet. A as in A in father. You say A. And starting with this, I was usually like, okay, this might be fun. This is something similar. And you should know that I started learning with the alphabet form. So I wasn't scared until I started seeing the written form. For R, there was nothing crazy about R. Because we have 33, let me not waste your time. Let's just go as fast as possible. Then we have this letter. Looks like a B, but it's not a B. So it's like a B with a cap. You know, when it's like when B does this. What's up? Okay, a fight on B. Yeah, something like that. So we have B as in butter. We have it, and I was like, okay, there's a B with an attitude. But there's something crazy about it. The written form of this B, especially the small b in the written form, looks like a D in English. Confusing. And that's when I got to know trouble is brewing. Something crazy is coming. Just wait for it. Then we have this letter. What's this letter, of course? V. So this letter looks like a B, a capital B in English, but it is the sound V as in video. So it is letter V in Russian. Just don't ask me. I shouldn't panic yet. We're just starting. This is just like number 3. Let's just go. Then we have the opposite 7. We have the opposite 7. Looks like 7, but it's like inverted 7. And it's the G is as in go. It's letter G. And funny enough, I think for somebody that is conversant with phonetics in English language, they might understand where the Russian is coming from. They actually are not going for letters, they're kind of going for the sounds. Then we have this sassy letter D. One thing about this letter D, it's like you put letter D, the normal D English, on a table or on a stretcher. It's like you put letter D on the table on a stretcher. And the funny thing about this is that the written form of D is G in English. So it's like you're saying the right door, but they're like saying go. I just remember something about R, but we're not there yet. So let me just keep quiet. Can you guess what this letter is? Not E. It's yeah. Yeah. It's as in the E in yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. You don't say yes, you say yes. So it's like ear, ear. And that's like, okay, let me mess with you a bit. Let's see how they're messing with us. Let's move forward. Then ear has a sassy sister also. I think I might use the word sassy a lot. I think it's because of the Russian alphabet. Then we have this one, ear with double with eyes on it, and that one is year, year. So it's like the yo in your, your. I think it's a case of identity crisis. It's like, okay, where do I believe? If I'm here, let's do year. So it's like yeah, your. Okay, that might be the beginning of hip hop revolution. Then we have that. Then we have this X-Men wannabe. Looks like X, but it's not X. It is the S in pleasure. J. It's the J letter. We call it J. Well, since we don't have that in English, I have nothing to say. J. 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 That's the word. Let's go quickly. Then we have this. Russian decided that, okay, now that we have letters and we have introduced some interesting letters, why not just invite numbers? And they gave us this. 3 inverted 3, and that's their Z. It goes for the Z in zebra. Z. And that's it. Thank you, Russian. Thank you. And with that in mind, we have this inverted N. It looks like an N, but it's inverted, and that is E. That goes as the E in me, E. Then we have another one, E. It's like these vowels, well, I don't want to call them vowels, but let me go with vowels. It looks like these vowels are always with a twin or something. Then we have another E with a little bit of a cap or a tray. So like it's holding something on the head like this. And this one is also E, but it's not E. It's like E. And, oh, for example, boy, and that's the Y in boy, boy, E, boy, E, the short one. Now, this is easy. They've decided like, okay, we've seen your trouble. You've suffered enough. Let me throw you a bone. And they threw us the K letter. Like, okay, relax now. Relax now. Everything is okay. So K is still K in English, as in kettle. Then we have this interesting looking letter, and it is the L in leave. Well, I can still make do with that. It's a foreign language, so I should expect some foreign letters. So this is just la, 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 la. Okay, let me be serious. We have that. Then we have M, this letter, but it's not M, it's just M. Well, maybe Russian isn't just that hard. Okay, I'm kidding. Russian is crazy. Please don't study it. Okay, you should study it. I'm just kidding. I did it and you can. If I can, you can too. And you should take note of something, that the smaller M is still the big M, but just in the smaller version. Because in Russian language, or especially for English speakers, when you write small letter M in Russian, it means something totally different. I'll talk about that later. So you write the capital M with the sharp edges and reduce the size, and that is your smaller M. God help us. Then you have this letter, you have H, right? You are wrong. It is N, N in English. So it is the N as in nose. And this is one of my crazy confusions when I started learning Russian. How on earth do you expect me to believe that H is N? So I'm always like, Jose. Well, it's nose. So we have nose, nose, of course. You have it like that. The next one, we have O, which is also O. This is becoming a toxic relationship with English and Russian. It's like, okay, you've done enough. Okay, let's come back. Let me appease you with something. They gave us the K, they gave us the O. Now they're like, okay, just be cool, be cool. So O, the normal one, there's no problem with that. O as in more, right? O. Then there's like, you've enjoyed enough. It's time for you to suffer. Then they give us this letter. This looks like a small letter N in English, well, with edges, but in Russian, that is their P, the P sound. So that is the P in spot. I will just move on. Let me just move on. That's their P in spot. Let me just move on. But wait, if this is the P in spot, where is letter P? That's letter P. The next word, the last letter here is letter P. In the Russian alphabet, this P is R. R. But not R, it's R. It's R because the Russian R vibrates. So I sincerely don't have a word for it in the English language. Okay, moving forward, we have C as in C. So it's the S in C. So letter C is their S. It's like S, C, S, but in a way. So this is seriously confusing, even for Russian speakers when they're trying to speak in English. It's seriously confusing for them, so they go with S. So when you tell them S, they write C. When you tell C, they write S. Especially for beginner speakers, not all of them. Once they go advanced or intermediate, they already know what is happening. They gave us T as in Thor. Like, okay, thanks for your honesty. You've stayed long enough. Let's throw you another bone. T. So I plan to say this, but it totally skipped my mind. The small form of T is M in Russian writing. So when you write T in the writing form, you write M, which is kind of crazy, but what can I say? So that's the thing I missed then. Sorry for that, and I hope you forgive me. Bye bye. Yeah, we have this Y, but it's not Y, it is U. U. So when you see this letter in Russian, it doesn't mean ya, it means U. So it's like the double O in book. Double O in book. You say U. Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la 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 la. Amen. Then we have this theta. Is it theta? Looks like theta, but in Russian it's the F in face. 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 It's just the F in face, just as crazy as that. Nothing crazy. Well, a lot of things are crazy about that. So F in face. Then we have this, the normal X. Thank you. I have been waiting for another bone because I am tired. Please give me X. You are wrong because it's not X. It is. It's like H with effort. English speakers say, house. How did you do that? How are you? Russian speakers say, oh, хлеб. So it's, let me not sound irritating. Let me just stop there. And that's just it. That's everything about. Okay, let's go interesting. Let's go more interesting. Then we have the tss. Then we have this sound. It's like it's the CH in chair. I know we have the sound in English also, but it's a letter here in Russian. Nothing crazy until a crazy one comes in. This. Sincerely, even till now, I still find it difficult to pronounce this word. But I have tried. I think over the course of 2 or 3 years, I have tried to notice it. It is sh. It's like the SH in share. Share. Sh. Why is that crazy? The reason it's crazy is that it has a brother, and the brother is this, and that is sh. You can use that as the SH in sheep. So that's the difference. The first one, sure. Second, sh. Please, Russian speaker, if I got that right, please just put it in the comment section. I would love to know if I'm right with that. And please, if you have been here so far, please like and comment. I usually forget to ask you guys to do that. Please like and comment. It takes a lot to make these videos. And I appreciate you being here so far. Just like and comment while I go. Then, that being said, let's go to this letter. However, this letter is kind of not really a letter. It's a sign that tells you what to do when you're speaking. And we call it the hard sign. We call it the trudny znak. Am I correct? Tvirdy znak. The hard sign. Tvirdy znak. The hard sign. And the goal is that anytime you see this sign at the back of any maybe consonant letter or any letter, you have to stop it with abrupt end. For example, I say, okay, when you have this sign at the end of stop, it has to be like stop, stop, stop. Like, it's like you're hitting it hard. Stop. Why is it crazy? Because it has a brother, which is the soft one, this. Of course, I shouldn't jump one. There's a letter in between, but I just want to jump for the sake of explanation. It has a brother, which is the soft sign. We call it miyaki znak. Is the soft. Miyaki means soft. And that one, when you put it at the end of a letter or speaking, it's usually soft. For example, you say, for example, let's say you have start for the hard one, then start. It softens the hard letter. And that's the goal of the second one. Sincerely, I just write. I don't know where to put the letters, basically in the English language. I just write them down. That's it. Then we have another letter. Ooh, am I not done with 33 letters? Then we have another one. It's like this. And we call it, in English, basically as an English speaker, I call it the glottal sound. I call it the It is like the E in roses. Roses. You don't say roses. You say roses. 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 Us. And that's the sound. That's the letter. Why do I keep saying sound? Well, because these things, they're like sounds in the English language. So it's roses. That's the letter in Russian. You have this sound. Is the E in bet. So it's like E but inverted E. Then we have one here. It's like one, and it's like you're writing 10 but linked together, and we call it U. U. It's just like you're pronouncing the letter, the word you in English language. It's the U in you. So you say U. And lastly, we have another one, which is R but inverted. Of course, it's not R. And that is, thank God I'm done with this. It's yeah. Yeah, boy, yeah. It's like the YA in yard. That's the idea. And these are the letters, just me reviewing and trying to see what they look like in the English language relationship and my opinion of these words. So Russian speakers, if you think I've made mistakes or I have forgotten any of these letters, please write in the comment section. I would love to know. And you should know that this is in no way me criticizing the Russian alphabet. This is just me having fun and trying to look into this alphabet as a Russian letter and as an educator to interact and have fun while doing this. Thanks if you've made it here so far. I would like you to watch my other videos and also like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. See you in my other videos and have an amazing day. Goodbye.